Thousands of people, two prosperous cities, and a single night that changed history forever. This is the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is Lot, a man who followed his uncle Abraham into a land of promise, searching for peace and prosperity. When it was time to separate from Abraham, Lot was given a choice: take the fertile valley or the rocky wilderness. Lot chose the valley. The cities of Sodom and Gomorrah looked wealthy, beautiful, but something dark lived inside those walls. As Lot entered the city, he didn't realize he was walking into a place where evil had become normal, where darkness ruled every heart. Sodom was a city without mercy. Violence, corruption, and cruelty filled every street. And Lot, he was trapped. Night after night, Lot's soul was tormented by what he witnessed. He knew this city was doomed, but he felt powerless to leave. But far away, Abraham prayed. He knew God's judgment was coming, and he begged for mercy on anyone righteous left in those cities. Then one evening, two strangers arrived. But these were no ordinary men, they were angels, sent by God himself. Lot recognized something divine about them. He begged them to stay in his home, to be safe from the evil outside. Lot prepared a meal for them, grateful to offer shelter. But he didn't know that outside, darkness was gathering.
Suddenly, an angry mob surrounded his house. The entire city had come, demanding Lot hand over his guests.
Lot stepped outside and stood between the mob and his guests. He pleaded with them to turn away, but evil had consumed their hearts. Just as the mob lunged to attack, the angels reached out and pulled Lot to safety. The angels raised their hands, and a blinding light struck the mob outside. Every one of them was struck blind. They stumbled in the darkness, unable to see, unable to find the door. Their evil had led them to their own destruction. Do you have family here? Gather them now. God is about to destroy this city. Lot rushed to his sons-in-law and warned them, but they laughed. They thought he was joking. They refused to leave. Lot returned alone, his heart breaking. His own family wouldn't believe him. Time was running out. Run! Don't look back! Don't stop! Go to the mountains, now! The angels didn't wait. They grabbed Lot and his family by the hands and pulled them out of the city by force. God's mercy was saving them.
They ran across the desert as fast as they could. Behind them, the angels called down the judgment of heaven.
Then, the heavens opened. Fire and sulfur rained down from the sky like a storm of judgment. The cities exploded in flames. The screams echoed across the valley. Everything, everyone was consumed in an instant. The angels had warned them, "Don't look back!" But Lot's wife hesitated. She turned to see the city one last time. And in that moment, she became a pillar of salt, a monument to disobedience, frozen in time forever. Lot and his daughters stared in horror. His wife was gone, and the cities continued to burn. The cities were erased from existence. Not a single building stood. Not a single life remained.
Lot and his daughters escaped to the mountains. They were alive, but everything they knew was gone.
When Lot looked back, there was nothing but smoke and ash. The place he once called home was a graveyard. Far away, Abraham saw the smoke rising. He knew God had kept his word. Judgment had come, but mercy had saved the righteous. Two paths. One led to destruction, the other led to salvation, and the difference was obedience. Lot's wife remains there still, a warning carved in salt. When God says move forward, never look back.
That night, Lot sat in silence. He had lost everything, yet he was alive. And in that moment he understood, God's mercy is greater than our mistakes.
The sun rose over the ruins, and life continued. God's judgment was complete, but his mercy endures forever.
Lot and his daughters began a new journey. They didn't know where they were going, but they knew one thing: God had saved them for a reason.
They started over. A simple life, far from the corruption they left behind. And in simplicity, they found peace. Lot learned that true wealth isn't found in cities of gold, but in walking humbly with God. He never forgot what he saw: the judgment, the fire, the mercy, and it shaped every choice he made for the rest of his life. His daughters grew strong. They learned from their father's faith, and together they built a legacy not of wealth but of righteousness.
In his final years, Lot often looked at the stars and whispered a prayer of thanks. He had been saved, not by his own strength, but by grace.
Where death once reigned, life returned. The land healed, and God's mercy proved stronger than any judgment. Every day, we face the same choice Lot faced. Will we run toward the world's treasures, or will we follow God's call?
The choice isn't always easy. Sometimes obedience means leaving everything behind, but God's way always leads to life. Don't look back at what God has called you to leave. Look forward to what He's calling you toward, because when you obey Him, He will never let you fall.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share for more videos like this.